Most of us think compulsively all the time. That is to say, we talk to ourselves. If I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. If I think all the time, that is to say, if I talk to myself all the time, I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. And therefore, I'm living entirely in the world of symbols. Therefore, if you meditate for an ulterior motive, that is to say, to improve your mind, to improve your character, to be more efficient in life, you've got your eye on the future and you are not meditating. Well, meditation, when correctly done, has nothing to do with all that. It's a kind of digging the present. It's a kind of grooving with the eternal now. The place where it's at is simply here and now. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. It's all just sound. And if I am talking to you right now and you're doing this, don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand anything. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, thoughts, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, just as you would be listening to the sound of my voice, or just as you would be listening to cars going by or to birds chattering outside the window. So look at your own thoughts as just noises. And soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it. It's all just sound. The place where it's at is simply here and now.
What is going on today, guys? Evan Aldo here. Welcome back to the live stream. Really appreciate you guys tuning in to watch me talk about the markets right now. Still haven't had like that major breakout either way just yet. Did pretty well on Crypto Wars earlier today. If you guys watched that, I know some of you guys tuned in for that, like Clay the Great. A lot of fun. I believe the final showdown is going to be on Monday, so that's a lot of fun. So we'll see what happens. And ultimately, when we look at this market, we're still in you look at the 2 hour, reverse head and shoulders. We still just been range bound. I mean, we haven't, let's see, where was this? This was on Thursday. We haven't done too much. I mean, you got some of these wicks here for the left shoulder at around 41.7. And if you could break up from this, I mean, you're looking at, that's still the case to come up to, you're still looking at 47 out of that kind of, situation theoretically, and could obviously be less. I mean, if we really zoom in here, just very range bound, kind of very, a range bound situation, a range bound kind of situation here. And yeah, I mean, ultimately, if you break upward, 45K is a big area. We should probably address the elephant in the room, which is going to be Well, let's start with the 4-day. I mean, there's some bullish cases. 4-day, obviously, and then weekly VWAP coming up. I mean, these larger time frames generally are pretty bullish at the really high time frames. 2-day coming down with the VWAP, that's definitely not the most bullish thing. And daily is, I mean, everybody who's, a market cipher trader is probably talking about how the daily theoretically looks pretty bad. I mean, it kind of looks like almost the opposite of here. You had your trigger waves that worked beautifully back in, September, just shooting us up to a freaking, what was this? Almost 100% or something, 90%. I mean, and now kind of you have the trigger wave to the downside. Now, that might not be as bad as some would expect here, or it could be. 8 hour coming down, gap to our size that looks like it may want to come back down to like 40 or something. Blood diamond on the 5 hour, last one brought us up. That one worked out pretty well. I mean, these are a dime a dozen. I mean, they typically mean more when you're going with the way of the money. Like, see this one right here, that didn't mean too much. Money flow was coming up, you follow the money. But now this one does look a bit more bearish because you're looking at the money, coming down. And I mean, you could get some bull divs and such that could bring us up here. I mean, you're forming that double bottom, that double bottom potentially, if you break up from that, then you're looking at maybe 44K. I mean, if we're gonna bounce here, out of kind of this formation, yeah. I mean, it depends where you wanna. Yeah, I mean, 44K, I think 30, close to 44K from that kind of situation there. And then, I mean, 5 minute, real short time frames ain't looking too terrible. I mean, you got your 3 minute, that's looking kind of bottomy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow X's now. You made your lower low, and then potentially we could recover a little bit. You may come up with a 1 hour and get like a bull div relatively soon. I kind of like how that's kind of looking. And yeah. But, ETH trying to make higher lows here, which is pretty good for the bullish case, I would argue. And yeah, I mean, right there, trigger wave to the upside. Yeah, your 20 hour, it's a little iffy on some of these. Your daily is coming into the red, which that obviously, the VWAP's starting to come down. You're coming into the red. That could be the bearish thing. But, if you look at back in, kind of the 4-year cycle, if you look at beginning of 2016 in the 4-year cycle, that's that's that 4-year cycle. When you got into the red on Bitcoin and ETH around those areas, that was kind of your bottom. And then you got some consolidation in February. And then you recovered. I think you saw your bottom in January, February of 2016. So it could be like that. I don't even have that trade in right now on that account. But speaking of trades, I do have some in on some other accounts, and especially the Matic long that I've been in, the ETH long that I've been in, we just haven't seen an outcome, just not enough volatility yet. I still think some of those trades have a decent shot of playing out, a pretty good shot of playing out. If you guys are interested, check out the Discord. Link down below. We got CBZ in there. We got Landicore. We got a lot of really good analysts, really good people in there. And I think right after I conclude this stream, I may do it'd be a good time around, if I conclude this stream around, I don't know, 6 something p.m. I'll do a little chat if anybody wants to ask some questions, if you guys are in the Discord right after this stream. And yeah, I got a lot of, if you guys want to, what's up, Kelly? Been a minute, Kelly. How you doing, man? How you doing? What's up, man? How's everything going? What do you think the market's going to do, man? It's, like I mentioned, it's a little bit, the 12 hour don't look half bad coming into the red and then potentially coming up. But yeah, I hope you've been doing well, Kelly. Any altcoin picks, any things you're really keeping your eye on? I've been, really, blood, 4 hour blood diamond, yeah. I've been really DCing into alts, and I plan on doing that for about 2 more months, maybe 3 months, depending on where price is in April. Like if price is, shooting up pre-Bitcoin halving in the beginning of April, I think that's where I'm done buying. But if we're down in April, I'll probably go into the halving, into the end of that month in terms of DCAing. And then after that, get some cash. I mean, I don't know, put some cash, pay off your loans, pay off your mortgage, pay off your debt, pay off your car, child support, alimony, all that type of stuff, you know. Um, let's see, one more pumping up before happening. What's up, Ivan? What's up, Jay Davis? So yeah, I mean, they get the blood diamond on the 4-hour. We confirmed the one in Bitcoin. So far, I guess a little bit more bearish. I mean, we'll see what happens here. If you follow the money, it would point to being a little bit more bearish. This market's obviously been pretty darn boring. I mean, I would assume you could play ping pong a little bit more here and then potentially break down if you form a head and shoulders. Excuse me, or break up from the formation. So yeah. And let's take a little look-see. So money flow coming down on your 15 minutes. Trigger waves, yeah, short term. Like the title of this video suggests, the title of this live stream suggests, some of these bullish divs on your lower time frames could kind of save the day here, especially 15-minute. But I don't know. It's definitely not. It's kind of like this market's indicative of the weather in Miami. Just it's been rainy, it's been boring. We're getting a little sunlight right now, but it was a cold day in Miami. We only got up to like the 60s today, so yeah. True, up, down, shit. Yeah. Was looking at some of the altcoin pairs, for example, like ApeCoin. 5-day ApeCoin, 50 LOX. You could be getting there. I mean, obviously, this is catching falling knives a little bit. You guys know I think ApeCoin's a good gamble. I mean, that's one of them. I like to look at what's up at NBF. Appreciate you, NBF. Yeah. 5-day. Yeah, that 5-day right there. May get that bull div on the weekly pretty soon. It's been taken, it's been taking its time. I mean, it's just a very, it's just that we're waiting for kind of an outcome. You had that big move up for a lot of things, and then you had your pullback, and now we're just wondering, are we going to pull back more, or are we going to recover? Now, the thing here is you're kind of forming a inverse head and shoulders. You could come all the way down to 130 and still, kind of form that and break upward, which is what I'm hoping for. I think you get a trigger wave to the upside, maybe potentially forming on the daily. However, that daily, similar to Bitcoin, does not look too good overall. Need that 5-day to confirm that trigger wave. We got it on the 4-day. 4-day still looking good with that money flow coming up. A few of these AVAX, curious about. We are substantially on AVAX, substantially. Oh wait, it's on the wrong. Let me go on. Just go on Binance for a little bit here. Yeah, reverse head and shoulders. If you break up from that, you could see something good. But that daily, like I mentioned, yeah, similar to Bitcoin, not too bueno. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that, coming into the red could be the bottom here. And I think a lot of these, you come down to that area, then jump off of there. That's absolutely a good possibility. I don't know. It is an altcoin, but I don't know if I really see this going down a full 60% here. It could. I mean, that's the big place, the big $20 place here, but yeah. SMCI stock, never even heard of that. We'll look at it in a second. Let me just look at a few cryptos. Polygon, that's one I've really liked, especially on its Ethereum pair. Kind of a reverse head and shoulders forming. We're just kind of waiting for something to happen, guys. That trigger wave in the 4-hour is pretty good. I think that's, if anything's going to save the day, it's that. And Polygon versus ETH. I mean, I don't think you're going to go down, much more. I don't think you're going to, just crash down and make an all-time new low against Ethereum. I think Polygon's got a good shot of, kind of jumping up here. I think there's a good chance of that, hopefully, especially on that trigger wave forming on the weekly. So that's why it's one of them I've been DCAing into. And I give you guys, I DCA, I buy crypto every Monday, very strategic with things. And, that's one of them I've been buying quite a bit. I give my weekly DCA picks every Monday. I own a lot of cryptos and plan on continuing to do that for, like I've mentioned, another 2 to 3 months. So yeah. And let's see here. That was Matic. I don't know why. I'm just curious about like the ETFs and all that to see like how. Yeah, I mean, that's the big place we want to obviously hold. You know, that wick right there, like that kind of. That's another. I mean, this is on the ETF, but you know, the more data, the better. That's a big pocket you want to hold. If you get that trigger wave upward, you break up from this, reverse head and shoulders formation forming. One of my favorite patterns, $40 could be a next big place. I mean, if you bought at the exact top, whatever the hell this was, good riddance. But I mean, probably most people got in around 40, so it'll be at even. Let's see, Crypto Lifer, what's up, man? Shout out to the Crypto Lifer. Check him out. Sam is a great analyst, really great guy. He's been through a lot this year. Really feel bad for you, Sam. It's been tough, but you'll get through all of this, man. Yeah, I can't imagine what it must be like. But yeah, Sam's a really great guy. If you guys don't know about him already, check out his channel. He does a lot of really, really good TA, a lot of really good strategies he looks at. So check him out. Shout out to the Crypto Lifer. Really appreciate you, man. I've been on your channel a few times. Really enjoyed that. Let's take a look at that 15-minute. So, and what we could do too for scalping is turn on our SR point. We got that right there. And bull div right there. So that 15-minute bull div, especially after a pretty big move down, and it is a true bull div, it can be something good. So, how could you trade this? I would do probably a stop loss below these wicks, just to leave a little leeway. That's a 101 up to there. Some people say you shouldn't do a 101, that, but that's too low. I would say here is pretty good. That's almost a 2-to-1. You could get a 2-to-1 going like this or even above it. But I'm more the way, especially with crypto, the way I trade, I usually go like, I try to be above, for scalping above a 1-to-1, like 1.5 to 2-to-1 is a pretty good risk reward ratio. It depends how it is, but there's nothing wrong with going to 1-to-1. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with leaving a little leeway, going like that or something there. Not bad at all. So I do think there's a good shot of that. And I mean, I got the FAIRDESK open right now. Maybe I should make that trade. Ooh, kind of want to do that. Let's look at this. So you got some trigger waves. You got some stuff here coming on. I mean, what's going against you here would be this blood diamond on the 5-hour. That's going against you. Some people, wouldn't enter because of that. But sometimes we like to have fun on the stream. So let's see here. If we half a percentage for down, yeah, you could do some high leverage. Let's have some fun with this a little bit. Let's go on my FAIRDESK. Let me just get this up here. I think I should be logged in. Let's have a little bit of fun with this. We'll enter this right now. And let's see. Let's try to limit in. Although FAIRDESK does have some of the best, what am I looking for? We could go, yeah, let's have some fun. Let's do a lot of this account right here. I have multiple accounts, so this isn't as degenerate as it looks like. I have a lot of trading accounts. So yeah. So let's try to limit into that here and see if we could do something. We'll leave this down here. Let's put this up, so we'll keep an eye on it if it does limit in. 38K coming. So yeah, Marco, I mean, that's definitely a big possibility, based on that daily. If you could come down, if we were to, and guys, keep in mind, the big moves happen quick usually. So probably maybe mid to late February, you see that, 38K, that 36K. And that's a big place. That's a big place. That would be a high likelihood at that point, that 25% correction, similar to early 2016, where you came down there and you hit that 25% correction, then you were home free. So keep in mind, guys, as Bitcoin, as time goes on with Bitcoin, the corrections are typically the same or only slightly better over time. you know, as maybe a 75% correction for Bitcoin overall in the bear market rather than 83% correction. But the returns are much diminished, which is the, you know, the sad part. You know, it's kind of just how it is. So yeah, let's see. We're still trying to limit into this. Let's move this up a little bit. Let's see if we can do something here. And yeah, if you guys want to trade, check out the link down below for FAIRDESK. We do the $100 bonus every week with my link only down below. And we announce the winners in the Discord. We got our guy who where is it? FAIRDESK support, Alan from FAIRDESK, who says the winner, the giveaway, the UID. He announces it every week, and yeah, we do that. So, and you could ask questions in here too, and he'll kind of, you know, explain if some, you know, something like that. We have a good support team there, so check it out if you guys are interested. So yeah, but now shout out to the crypto lifer, shout out to Sam. I think let's see if I'm trying to limit into this, but I might have to. Come on. Sometimes the bots will get you, man. Those bots, man. Trying to limit in. How big of a trade would this? Yeah, 5 Bitcoin. So let's see how much I'm trying to buy right now for Bitcoin. I'm trying to buy 5 Bitcoin times 42K, let's say. So 200K Bitcoin long. 200K Bitcoin long. So not a small position at all. Oh my God, this is always what happens. Not always. Most of the time I am able to limit in, but they know that price. They know you got the good, you know, the good kind of, the good things you got to chase. You got to chase. Yeah, these order books are a little, yeah, we don't have the order book I want to see right now. Usually it's better than that. Tesla's coming lower, yeah. They're probably seeing my order and they're like, nope. I'm not letting this guy get in. I'm not letting this guy buy this cheap. I'm trying to limit into this long right now, Marco. If you're having a little bit of trouble here, getting my 200K position, you know, in, I might have to market into this or some shit. Come on. Come on. I'm going along. I just showed you guys the setup right here. And like I mentioned, if you want to trade this, well, at your own risk, obviously. Not every trade's going to be a winner, but check out the link below to FAIRDESK. No VPN required, no KYC. Yeah. I mean, these order books for the buys are thin. I mean, only 2, you know what I mean? These are some thin order books right here. This is the last. I'm going to move it up to this point, and then that's it. Is it showing my order? I wonder. No, I'm not seeing my own. Yeah, it's a scalp. Yeah, for $200,000 position, yeah, it's a scalp. Let's look at Tesla, sure. 181, yeah. I mean, it follows the, yeah. Let's see what's going on with this. Okay, that's a big, yeah, we're finally, yeah, you might have something here. I don't know what you guys are, I don't know what's going to happen with it, but yeah, you might have something with Tesla. I mean, you're still down. Let's see from all-time highs what you're down. You're still at a 60% correction from all-time highs, so $500 billion market cap. I don't know if it's the best place to get in, but in the long term, I don't think it's a terrible place to get in. Big fib level. 3-day. 3 days not bad. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best, though. 22-hour. I wonder what's there. I don't know, snake eyes. There's nothing that, it's kind of, those time frames are kind of neutral. There's nothing too crazy there right now. I think we'll finally be able to limit into this. 155. I mean, what's at 155? Oh, okay, yeah, around that area. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that wick right there. Yeah, that's what you're talking. I'm sure that's what you're looking at. Yeah, it could absolutely be there. Come on. Yeah, already a lot of this move is already spent. Some of it. Oh man, trying to limit into this, but it's just not. See if we can get this. Nope. Definitely should have marketed in. Come on. These order books are, well, right there. I feel like I'm just being front run by bots right now. They're just seeing what I'm doing and they're just like, nope. Wanted to look at, oh man, what was it? Aave, let's take a look at. Aave is one that's been down a bit, been lagging behind, hitting a pretty significant area, I would argue. Just almost close to it, yeah. Come up with that weekly. Weekly still looks good in a lot of these. What do you guys think of Aave? Could Aave come back? 36% down from there. No, not yet. I'm just trying to get in that stop loss after I get into the damn trade. I mean, can't really get in. There's not. I guess my order is just not big enough, or too big. Too big. It's not small enough, I should say. Yeah, they know that. They know that a lot of people are trying to take the trade, so they're just like, nope. It's definitely bots. Yeah. I mean, usually you could get into 5 Bitcoin. It's not that hard to get into 5 Bitcoin. I'm trying to think here. That's Ape. How's BNB doing? Blood Diamond under 16 hour. Maybe come back down to there. Very choppy, very boring. Trying to think what's gonna happen. Aki. Oh. Ooh, we did it. Only took 12 hours, guys. Let's take a look. Where do we want to put our stop? We'll be a little lenient. I'll probably go under that. Yeah, 42,197. Okay. And okay, to get a 1-to-1, we're gonna have to into that area. We'll set a first take 42,730 for now. I would assume we'd get back up there. We'll see though. Yeah, take out 3 Bitcoin or something. So we'll see what happens. Not a terrible risk reward ratio. But yeah, and oops. Just set, change our title. What was this amount of this trade worth again? So we could get some people to actually watch this stream. Okay, about 230. Okay. Okay, that works. Am I moving? I don't think I'm moving the price. I don't think I was moving the price of Bitcoin. I don't think so. I mean, maybe on FAIRDESK or whatever. But yeah, I don't know about on anywhere else. Let's see. 5 Solana. Buy and die. Never sell. Buy and die. Oh man. Solana. I haven't looked at Solana in a minute. I just think, AVAX probably will outperform it, and a lot of things will probably outperform it, but let's take a look. Pretty range bound, yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. I mean, you had your drop down. I don't know if you've hit a local bottom. I'd expect to be a bit more range bound before breaking up or breaking down. Yeah, I mean, in the next year to 18 months, it'll probably be higher than it is now. Oh yeah, let's look at that. Whatever the SMCI. Okay. $36 billion market cap. Wow. I mean, I'd probably hold until that bear div on the monthly. It'll probably keep generally going up until then. I mean, I have no idea where this will end up, but yeah, it looks okay. It looks pretty good for now. You're in price discovery mode. What was that other? This one was, yeah, that was the one somebody was telling me about potentially. Yeah, she's trying to fight back. There's some good fundamentals on this. Boo-roo. And then XRP. People have been talking about XRP. Lanicore in the Discord had a good XRP trade, good XRP long. He's still going along on that. Looking pretty good, yeah. Looking like she wants to bounce a little bit here. A little bit risky, but yeah. If you guys want to get in on that, check out the Discord. Oh yeah, that's a new one, right? Flare. Yeah, that's one of, yeah. All those ones look the same, man. Like all those. I don't know. Hitting a big point. I mean, it's tough to say. I think it might eventually break through, but yeah, you could reject hard here. It's tough to say. It's kind of too new. I mean, if you want a real long term, I mean, assuming this thing doesn't rug pull or whatever, you could probably, just curious what, 10 cents eventually. Maybe. And we are down $200, but we'll see what happens here. $3 years. Oh, okay. So it's just listed on certain places, yeah. Flare. I mean, I don't care enough about it. What was what's that Altcoin? I don't know. Is this even relevant? I don't even know, but this was pumping at some point. Yeah. Maybe trigger waveform on the weekly. I don't know. Haven't looked at Doge in a minute. Not much to really look at. Nothing has really happened. Time-based capitulation, maybe. And then you jump up a bit more. So, yeah. Wanted to look at... Oh, man. NVIDIA. Yeah, it's jumping. Wow. Oh yeah, total three. That's a good. That's a good one to look at. Obviously, total three minus USDT. Yeah, I mean, reversal on the monthly. If it's like this, which it might be, then you're gonna generally come up. I don't think you're gonna go that parabolic that quickly though. Um, Weekly looks decent. 4 day looks decent. I think in the grand scheme of things, this will come up. I mean, the daily looks like in the short term, you may come down a bit more. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you do come down in the short term, but I think this is pretty bullish in the macro. Yeah, very bullish on the macro in my opinion. So yeah. Potentially going more. Traded oil. No, not really. Oil's freaking boring. I mean, hasn't done much lately. Coming down a little bit. I have no clue. Trigger wave forming on the 2 day, but the money flow's bad. I don't know. Let's probably consolidate more. Using a steel case gesture chair. Not a bad chair. Expensive, but pretty good chair. I think it might be better in the steel case leap. I don't know. Definitely better in the chair I had before. Exxon, yeah, but oil's boring. Not too much going on. I mean, that 2 week looks decent. We'll see what happens. The Dixie had a good jump up, kind of. Take a look, see here. Trigger wave on the 2 week. Yeah, trying to jump up off of that pattern. Maybe come up a little bit more. Probably based on what Powell said, that more maybe hawkish view. XPRT, what's up, Eric? So I bought the dip on this. And yeah, I mean, you could see some more. Yeah, this could be. I mean, you had your like 50% correction. Your 5 day looks pretty good. Your trigger wave's forming on the 3 day. So yeah, and the 2 day looks pretty good. So yeah, I mean, as long as you could hold, where we are right now, 30 cents or more, then you're looking good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's good, but I mean, obviously it's a smaller market cap, could be risky, but down about 50%, not a bad place to look. Not a bad place to look. Yeah, I am crushing it. I'm in the top. We're going to the final. I'm going to the final round next week, so we'll see what happens. Gonna be me, Crypto Blood, and Alex O Crypto in the final round. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. So we'll see what happens. Both of those guys are really good, so I think it'll be really competitive. But yeah, this looks pretty good. I wanted to look at Osmo as well. I mean, there's concerns about the like inflationary aspect of Cosmos, but I don't know. I'm not really seeing it that much. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really too concerned about it. Let me look at this on that. I think you'll eventually get back up to your all-time highs, like February 22 or whatever. I think you eventually probably will. Another 5x or so I could see. Maybe more. I mean, who knows? But yeah. Let's look at Polkadot. Trigger wave forming on the 3 day. That's coming down right there. The daily, yeah. Daily not looking too bueno, but you might be able to hold this level. I mean, 5 hour, not too good there. So, I mean, yeah, if you lose here or lose where we are right now, you're looking at probably 5 something, which big area down there back in that range. But if we could hold this range, it's pretty good. So, yeah. Just thinking like where we are in the grand scheme of things. I mean, so this would have been like buying in September of 22, like buying right now, which I think in the grand scheme of things is a pretty good place. I mean, it's just down so much, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, down 87% from all-time highs. So you're still getting it at a discount. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, AZTV. Tia. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of airdrops and crap. That's one of, yeah, just it's a new one. Let's see here, stick to, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. Tough to say. Tough to say. It's just, you know, I mean, it's not gonna go straight up forever, but things do go up for a good amount of time. Tether dominance. This just follows, like, I guess, interest in, you know, the number of people holding crypto, I guess, to a certain extent. No, it just goes up because, yeah, I don't know. You get that trigger wave to the upside for tether dominance. INJ, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of new ones, man. There's a lot of new ones. I think these could eventually, yeah, I mean, jump up more. I think a lot of them could go 5x, you know. Some may go 10x, but that's, you know, that could be tough to say. I mean, I think a lot of them people will lose interest in them over time, kind of. Let's see here. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance because Bitcoin dominance is I think a pretty good thing to look at. So if we can hold trigger right there. I feel like it's good for alts, the fact that like it's coming down while Bitcoin is kind of coming down as well. So that's pretty good for alts. I think it's either topped out or getting close to kind of topping out, you know. And I think a lot of alts have, the alts that will survive, most of them have bottomed out against Bitcoin, I think. If we look at ETH versus Bitcoin, which is an important chart to look at, you are getting a weekly blood diamond. The last two were pretty good for this, but, you know, third time ain't always the charm. I mean, this one did bring you down. See, this is like in the 4-year cycle, you know, late 2019, early 2020, it brought you down, but that was just a double bottom. So maybe this brings you down, but then you get a nice bounce. So, yeah. I like the monthly, you know, deep anchor wave here, 24 days to confirm though. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not too worried about that weekly blood diamond. I still think ETH is going to outperform Bitcoin. Got a lot going for ETH. Money flow and stuff coming up here. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Chainlink's been doing good. Potentially coming up to that point. If you can break above, you know, yeah, keep going maybe. Had a good buy. I think I bought some last Monday. Yeah. So I'm ahead on that. Pretty happy with that. Curious about some of the gaming ones, you know, like Illuvium, that stuff. Yeah. That's been coming down. That daily could give us something juicy though. Potentially get a nice bounce there. Agala. Yeah. Trigger wave forming. You may see something here. Tia. I mean, there's so many new ones. There's SAEI. There's a lot of new shit in the market. Some people are still talking about, Hex. I have no clue what's going to happen with this. Market cap is obviously very small now. We'll see what ends up happening. I don't know. I think it's risky as hell, though. Optimism. Definitely doesn't look terrible on the daily. You may see some relief here. Kind of waiting for an outcome on this trade. We'll see what happens. Hopefully double bottom. Hopefully we could jump. I think we might. I think there's a good shot. I wouldn't have taken it if I didn't think there was a good shot. But those blood diamonds, so, there's always going to be that bearish case. Nothing's ever going to be 100%. But if you guys want to trade on FAIRDESK, link down below. No KYC, no VPN required. We give away $100 every week to one person who deposits any amount and does one futures trade. So you can deposit $1 and potentially get that bonus. I'll leave my link down below. Let's check it out. So yeah. I think we're looking pretty good. Pretty good. Render, that's another newer one. I think you eventually could break out of this pattern and come up higher. Get up to maybe $20 or something. Eventually. That weekly looks pretty good. Looks good for continuation there. Wanted to look at the news. Mortgage rates are okay. Palantir. Oh, that's a popular. Well, I wouldn't say popular, but what is it? Palantir. How do you spell it? Palantir. Oh, that's why I wasn't going. Okay. Yeah, pretty choppy. The 2-week bear div, yeah. Yeah, you may see something more. Nice jump up. This was, mortgage rates are back up. Stronger economic, yeah. G's 8%. So down a full percentage point. Yeah, so our low is 6.6 in December, which that's almost, 1.5 down, so something significant there. And then, getting that jump up. It is kind of like a reverse head and shoulders forming, unless I'm seeing something. I think you could reject here because it's kind of maybe like a news, once people are talking about it, then start to come back down. So they're already, Trump Biden are already getting crazy, getting a little feisty there. Car insurance rates. Yeah, credit score is big with car insurance. Highest average annual. They can't. Insurance is not that much. Seattle. Interesting. Let's see. Um, let's see. So yeah, wanted to look at CoinGecko just to see like what's down the most first of all. Or yeah, that's why people have Flare. Chainlink's up. Immutable X. DAO, not TIA. DAO is up. Yeah. And then what's down? Ordinal. Conflux. Blur. SEI. A lot of new stuff. Beam. Beam is down. Wanted to look at Beam. That's obviously another new one that people have been kind of excited about to a certain extent. Maybe you could get a jump here. Maybe. Just maybe. Real world. Real world. I have no idea what that is. AZTV. Real world assets. It's not. Yeah, it's not really. NFT floor prices, those have not been pretty abysmal. 3.4 for Mutant Apes. You know, you guys, a lot of you guys know I have one of those, so I'm betting that it's gonna at least do something. As of right now, a little bit underwhelming. We haven't really seen too much of an NFT hype phase at all. Not like Bitcoin, but I think we will see it, you know, into later this year, into sometime next year. You know, I have no idea if these can make it back up to all-time highs, but I think they could do something. CoinGecko I like a little bit better. I don't believe this is the one that's not owned by. I just like it better. It has that NFT floor prices. It's not owned by Binance like CoinMarketCap is, I think. So, yeah, I just like it better. Ondo? I have no idea what that is. Ondo? Oh, it's a crypto? I don't know, yeah. A little too new for me. Came out in January. I mean, there's a lot of new stuff. I mean, you know, it's tough to say in a lot of this crap. I mean, down 50%, yeah. Wanted to see, oh, okay. It's doing good. It's doing good. Happy with that. Happy with that. And ARB I wanted to look at. So hopefully, yeah, maybe you could hold kind of that or something. I think you'll eventually break higher here. Eventually, I think you will. So yeah. Oh, the other one, the other one that I wanted to, in terms of NFTs, Trump. Let me go to the NFT floor prices first. But the Trump ones, they've been down a little bit. Oh, actually, these are volatile AF. Already back up to these are just wild, and I think they're gonna start to get crazier as Trump wins more stuff. And I mean, yeah, you have Nikki Haley, who's still in the race. 33 to 17 delegates. I mean, we know Trump's going to get it, you know, unless he dies or something. But, you know, just wanted to look at the kind of the calendar here. Nevada's coming up February 8th, and South Carolina's on the 24th. So I think that will probably conclude Nikki Haley's thing, and then Trump has it in the bag. I think that would make his NFTs go up at that point. But yeah. Bitcoin dominance going up. I think it's generally been down today, so I think that's good news for kind of altcoin buys. So yeah. And then CRO is one that, you know, Crypto.com, does Crypto.com not come back or not pump during the bull run? I'd be surprised if it doesn't. I think this could break upward from this formation here. Taking its sweet time, though. More of a boring market. But, yeah, I mean, you had your jump up, and then you had your big drop down. So you're looking at a 33% correction right now. So, yeah. And, oops, wanted to keep up the trade so we could keep our eyes on this. So, yeah, and by the way, if you guys want to trade, check out FAIRDESK down below. We've got a really good promo for you guys. So, yeah. Wanted to look at the yields. Yeah, the yields are, let's take a look at the 30-year yield. 30-year government yields. So yeah, horse. Okay. Not sure what you mean by that, Marco. Your horse. 3-year yield. Trigger wave right there. I don't know. I mean, I would think that you're probably going to reject from here and kind of come down because I think this should, or excuse me, because I think this generally will come down based on that monthly bear div. But anything could happen. Anything could happen. You know, yeah, we'll see. A little tough to say right now. Marco, I don't understand the reference there. Your horse? Let's look at Apple. I'm sure you guys have saw on Twitter the people using the VR headset, like in public and stuff. A little concerned about these blood diamonds, but yeah, you're getting that jump up. Maybe break above, break upward. So we'll see. I mean, I generally think that we will see a generally pretty strong stock market, you know, into the end of the year for the election. This 2-week bear div that could form, you know, could be bad, but that's not, I don't think it's a cause for concern yet. And I think that ultimately, you know, when you look at, let's just look at where we could end up here, you know, end of year, could we get up to 500 for the triple Q? Maybe. Yeah, could we get another 20% this year? Maybe. But that 5-day too, that bear div, we got to be careful. So, yeah. I think it'll take some time, but I think end of year you could see a 500. And what is that? Yeah, what was it, 20% from where we are right now? Yeah. Could be a nice 20%, you know, plus your 0.5% dividend. I think, what is it, the triple QM is the better one that reinvest the dividends. So, yeah. I mean, I've thought about this a lot. I do think that the NASDAQ will kind of be viewed like the S&P 500 is viewed now in the next 20 or 30 years just because of the information economy. I do think you probably will keep going, you know, upward until the end of the kind of decade here for traditional markets. And then, yeah. Oops. Let's look at Bitcoin right now. You're trying to get up just a little bit more. Probably gonna take, I don't know if I'll keep this trade on for the stream, but hopefully we can get up to VWAP. I think we might be able to. Double bottom, if we could break upward, might be pretty good there. So yeah. Yeah, David Brumbolo. Yeah, I mean there are some concerns. I mean, I think we need kind of the markets to do well for Biden to have any type of chance in the election. I think regardless of what happens, Trump will probably win. I don't know. You know, I think Trump wins. I think Biden concedes. I think that's the end of it. Kind of, you know, that's what I kind of think. you know, let's say Biden wins, Trump doesn't concede probably, but you know, I mean, it's not really. Trump has less power now that he's not president anymore, so I mean, it's not really gonna. Like, I wouldn't expect there to be any riots or anything too crazy, other than people posting on Twitter that the election was rigged. I mean, that's all I'd really expect. I don't think anything's gonna get too crazy just yet. So yeah, Levi, what are you thinking, Levi? What are you thinking? What's gonna happen? Tell me. Tell me. Dígame. I don't think I think Trump will win. I think that even last time it was, you know, if you look at the swing states, I think there's a lot of going to be voter fatigue, and I think there's going to be people that are annoyed with Biden, and I think that Trump's got a good shot. That's what I think, and I think that that's just the way it is, the way the pendulum swings. Jupiter, I mean, it's down. We've looked at it, Oz. It's down. I don't know. Maybe it'll come back, but it's down right now. Wanted to look at, a good thing to look at right now, Sol ETH. I'm just curious if, I mean, it's all rejecting from all-time high against ETH. Still looking decent on the weekly, but I don't know. 4 hour not looking too good. What about ETH, Sol? Like just looking at this way the other, you know, ETH. Looking at the other way around just to see if there's like anything that, I don't know, could, yeah, because that's a double bottom if I've ever seen one. Could keep bleeding, yeah. But you're getting, yeah, against all those yellow X's, I mean, you're getting something. And the other one that I've been keeping my eye on is Ape Ethereum. Broke downward from that area, but you might be able to see a little bit, yeah, some bull divs and such. Bull div on that 2 week, confirming in 6 days. So yeah, whiff. I've looked at Jupiter. It doesn't, honestly, it's hard to read that. It doesn't. I don't think it looks that great, to be honest. But dog whiff hat. Okay. Take a look. It could bounce here. If it does, that would be good. You could probably get a scalp or something. I don't know. Or a day trade. If it doesn't bounce here, that's no bueno. It could really break down. But if it does, that's good. Let's get in 3 years. That's what I'm kind of thinking, Abel Matthew. But I think it might be a little bit later in 1929. ICP. Let's look at, what was it? Whoa, there's one I wanted to look at. Let's look at ICP, sure. Yeah, I don't know. You're trying to come back. Pretty range bound, pretty boring. Zeta. No, it's not. Oh, it just got this. I thought this was around longer than. Is that new? I don't know. I wanted to look at Bonk. Zeta's a little bit too new to really do TA on. Bonk we could look at. Bonk's been around enough. Yeah, you're on some thin ice. I don't know. What I'm a little bit curious about, Bullet Diamond on the 3 hour, what I'm a little bit curious about at the moment is the eBay, the Solana phone, how much they're going for. So I want to see like a new one. Let's do this sold. Let's just see what they've sold for. Sold items. Okay, sealed. Okay, so nothing too crazy. 2,700 or really, I think 2,350. So they're down slightly from what they, they're not selling at 5,000. I mean, 2,300, 2,400. So nothing too Nothing too wild. You know, worth less than what I sold mine for. So yeah. They fluctuate. They fluctuate. Oh, let's put this up a little bit. So yeah. I'm curious about what Fox Business is talking about. What are they saying on Fox Business? Time is coming for... Is that new? He just spoke. Like, what is... Why does he keep speaking? I thought he just... Why is stuff changing? Like, he's changing his mind 2 days later? Oh, the 60 Minutes interview. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's sounding a little bit more. Highest in 22 years. Oh, we are dark outside. Let's see. Yeah. Projected. Okay, so this is the projection would be, we don't know what year that is, but yeah. I mean, what are we at? 5? Yeah, if you come down a point or two. End of year, I think you'll be down a point. End of year, early next year. Like early next year, I feel like that's where like you'll be down, kind of. Like that's the point where you probably could refinance a mortgage if you're at freaking 8, 7 or 8% or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're almost there. Hopefully, we could get that first TP on that trade. And by the way, guys, if you're interested in trading on FAIRDESK, link down below. We give away the $100 bonus. There's also additionally like deposit bonuses and all that. Really good exchange. No KYC, no VPN required. I've not had an issue with them personally. So check it out. Link down below. We announce the winners in the Discord every week. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get going, guys. We've been on about an hour and 10 minutes. I think I'm gonna wrap us up. I'm gonna go in the Discord if anybody wants to chat for a little bit. Maybe I'll chat for like a half hour to an hour with you guys in the Discord. So yeah, you got to be a member for that. Check it out. Link down below. All right, guys, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you guys. Have a good one.